Friends, the story begins with a killer who was roaming around with a gun in his hand, and there was a couple hiding under this floor, whose friends were given a death sentence by the killer, and now it was their turn. So, both of them are hiding here in fear, and the girl was so scared that she doesn't stay quiet even after the boy explains again and again. Instead, she keeps crying, whereas, the boy decides to go out and get help, and as soon as he stops outside, the killer immediately attacks him, and with his first weapon, he cuts his neck and throws it towards the girl. As soon as he sees her, the girl's scream comes out, and she starts running away from here as soon as possible to save her life. But unfortunately, she can't escape from the killer's grasp, and the killer also kills her mercilessly. After this, some articles are shown, which were of Charlie's farm. Till date, whoever had gone there, he never came out, and he was declared missing in the newspapers. After this dangerous intro, the scene shifts to a couple named Jason and Natasha, with whom there was also a man named Mick, who was Jason's friend. Jason and Mick were planning to go out somewhere. Then Mick says to Jason, "Why don't we all go to Charlie's farm, which is considered to be the best horror place? Although there used to be a family living there, but they were very cruel. So, the people of the town killed the whole family. And today, the house, which is spread in 1,000 acres, is completely deserted. So, it will be fun to camp there as well." After hearing all this, Jason agrees to go to Charlie's farm. And Natasha also calls her friend Melanie and asks her to go on a trip, although Melanie and Natasha didn't know where they were going. Anyway, the next day, Melanie comes to these people with her luggage, and Mick tries to flirt with Melanie and do his setting, and Melanie also likes the style of Mick's joke a lot, and then the four get on the jeep and leave for their trip. This journey full of fun and jokes was quite long. It was about to get dark, so everyone goes to a pub and tries to find out the exact location of Charlie's farm, but no one tells them the address there, which was quite strange. Seeing this, Mick goes to an old man named Blue and asks him about Charlie's farm, to which Blue tells him that many years ago, he also went there with his friends, and that place is really very dangerous, so you guys don't go there. But Mick doesn't listen to him and comes out with his friends. To stop him, a colleague of Blue comes to Mick and instructs him not to go there again. Tired of this, Mick fights with him, and in anger, that man also tells Mick the address of Charlie's farm, where death was waiting for all of them. According to the given address, Charlie's farm was still quite far away. That's why these people decide to spend the night by camping under the open sky. And when the four are sitting with the lights on, Natasha refuses to go to Charlie's farm, because everyone told that place to be dangerous. But Melanie wanted to go there so that she could experience that horror house. Mick now tells her that I will tell you the whole story of Charlie's farm, which was told to me in my childhood. In the 80s, a couple named John and Meredith used to live happily with their child Charlie. This family was called the Adam Core family, because they killed and ate many people working on the farm. John's main prey was girls, who used to physically torture them by tying them from the bed, while Meredith used to kill them, cook them and feed them to the family. Charlie's favorite food was ribs, which he used to eat with great pleasure. Charlie was a psycho kid, who looked very ugly. This is how the family was living their life. But, when the farmers started disappearing from the town, one day some people, including Blue, came to that family's house. Because everyone knew that this family was the Adam Core family. But John did not accept his mistake and in anger, Blue killed John, while Meredith ran away with Charlie from the back door of the house. When the people of the town entered the house to find him, there were many people's dead bodies there, who were mercilessly killed, while Meredith and Charlie escaped, and it is said that Charlie is still alive today. After hearing this horror story, Natasha started sweating. But Mick explained to her that this is just a rumor, so we should go there, on which Natasha also agreed. The next morning, to reach Charlie's farm, Jason calls his friend Tony, on which Tony says that you guys don't go there, it's better. But Jason was determined that he would go there, so he insists on telling Tony the address. And Tony also tells him the location and also tells him to be alert. After which the four of them decide to go ahead with a full excited mood. And in a while they reach near Charlie's farm, where the door was locked and the jeep could not go ahead. So they leave the jeep here and go ahead on foot. After walking for about 2 kilometers, they finally reach Charlie's farm, which was in a very bad condition. But still, these people are very happy to see it and quickly go inside the house, where there was filth all around. While visiting the house, they see a room whose door was locked. But Mick opens this door after a little hard work. And when everyone goes inside, they find a teddy of Charlie's childhood, which Melanie finds very cute. So she decides to keep it with her. Although Natasha forbids her to do so, but she does not listen to her and keeps the teddy in her bag. When Jason goes to a room, he sees bloodstains on the floor. This was the same room where a girl whose name was Amber was tortured. The story goes back to the past from here. When the people of the town entered the house, they found Amber's torn dead body, while some other people's dead bodies were present, which were in a rotten condition, as if they have been here for years. When the people of the town did not see Meredith and Charlie, they started looking for them. And in a short while, they also caught Meredith, with whom Charlie was not there. Because Meredith had already hidden him somewhere, while Meredith told people that he died a year ago. And believing this lie, people also killed Meredith. And Charlie was also watching all this secretly. This whole story was told by Mick, which makes these three a little nervous. But then Mick calms everyone down and sends them to sleep in the rooms. At night, when Melanie is sleeping with Charlie's teddy with her, she suddenly sees a tall, broad man in front of her. But because she is in deep sleep, she goes back to sleep without paying attention to him. The next day, two more people named Gordon and Alyssa come to Charlie's farm and meet these people and tell them that we have come here to look for our friends, who disappeared from here weeks ago. And maybe they were talking about the initial couple of this movie. Anyway, everyone starts talking about Charlie's farm while having breakfast. And in the meantime, Melanie goes to get Charlie's teddy, but she does not find it in the bag. She blames Mick for this theft, but Mick clearly denies that he did not take the teddy. Hearing this, Melanie tells them that someone came to the room last night and maybe took the same teddy, but no one believes her. And then everyone divides into two groups and set out to explore the farm. On the way, they see many abandoned cars, whose owners had no name and sign anywhere. But still, these people do not fear, but keep moving forward. At a distance, Mick and Melanie see a pit submerged in darkness, which smelled very bad. But the darkness was so dark that they could not see anything and they moved on. But they do not know that someone is keeping an eye on them. Anyway, Mick and Melanie find a lake ahead, in which both of them go for a bath. On the other hand, Alyssa and Gordon are shown, who find an axe outside the warehouse, which Gordon picks up. But it was very dangerous, so Alyssa orders the axe to be kept here and takes Gordon inside the warehouse, where a bed was present, on which Charlie slept, but they do not understand this. And as soon as the two are coming out, suddenly Charlie attacks Gordon's chest with an axe and kills him. While Alyssa quickly closes the door to save her life and hides in a corner. But Charlie breaks the door and comes inside. And seeing her scary demon-like appearance, the ground under Alyssa's feet creaks. And in a few minutes, Charlie finds Alyssa and makes her unconscious. And then lying on the ground, mercilessly crushed her head with the wheels of the tractor and killed her. Here, Tony is very worried about his friends, so he immediately leaves for Charlie's farm to take care of them. And on the other hand, we see Natasha and Jason, who also get a place like a warehouse, in which only Jason goes. In the meantime, we see Melanie and Mick, who were spending some beautiful romantic moments together in the lake. But suddenly Melanie screamed, because Charlie was standing in front of her. But Mick is not at all scared to see Charlie and confidently goes out of the lake to talk to Charlie. Because he had ruined the mood by interfering in Mick and Melanie's romance. So he goes to him and starts saying good and bad things to him. But Charlie has no effect on it. In fact, he keeps laughing. And then suddenly, with the weapon in his hand, cuts Mick's private part and separates it from the body. And puts it in Mick's mouth. And here Mick dies in agony. Now Charlie's next target was Melanie. So she gets out of the lake and starts running away from there. But she can't escape from Charlie. And Charlie catches her quickly and drops her on the ground and mercilessly pokes her lower jaw and kills her. In the evening, Tony also reaches Charlie's farm, and when he goes inside to see, his friends are not there. But yes, all their names are written on a wall, which Jason, Melanie and other friends had written as a memory. So he starts looking for them. On the other hand, we see Natasha, who was waiting for Jason to come out. But even after a long time, when Jason does not come out, she goes inside herself. And she is surprised to see that Jason is not here. But she can hear Jason's voice from under the bed. The frightened Sema tells Natasha that I have seen someone here who has a dangerous weapon in his hand. Although in the beginning Natasha thinks this is a prank, but when Charlie comes here, she believes what Jason says. And both sit quietly. Before Charlie could make his prey, Tony comes here and starts fighting with Charlie. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Natasha and Jason tried to run away. But then Charlie ripped the flesh of Tony's throat and took his life and ran towards Jason. Before Jason could understand anything, Charlie mercilessly cut his throat and killed him. And as soon as Natasha escaped, Charlie caught her. And when her eyes opened, she was trapped in a wooden box, which Natasha easily broke out of. And she was surprised to see rotten bodies all around. Then she saw the stairs to get out. As soon as she tried to climb the stairs, Charlie came there. But Natasha hid before he could see her. And as soon as Charlie left, Natasha was in a hurry to get out. And suddenly Blue came to her. And pulled her up and started running with him. But then Charlie hit Blue with an axe and killed him. Now it was Natasha's turn. So she showed courage and quickly took Blue's gun and shot Charlie and dropped him on the ground. And immediately started running towards the truck. But then Charlie came there and shot Natasha and killed her too. And then he picked up her body and took it from there. And with this movie came to an end. So friends, how did you like this story? It was fun, right? So like and share the video and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss the upcoming movies and explanations.